This is the worst day of my life. Oh, stop it, please! As you may have noticed, Baron von Wobble's flags have been raised.
Baron von Wiggle?
No. Baron von Waddle? No. Oh, please, you dunderheads. You're my advisors. Advisors and advise. Don't confuse me. Now listen. Dear Your Highness, as you know, when you agreed to raise your late sister's 2 children, only one of those children was a princess.
Oh.
Your sister never wanted to disclose who the real princess was. She wanted you to love each child the same. Well, now that they have grown, it is time for me to come and select the real princess. The selection will take place tomorrow, the very moment after the sun sets. Yours sincerely, etc., etc., etc. Baron von Wobble, of the illustrious von Wobble family. P.S. After the decision, there will be a sunset dance. I've no wish to hurt either of my nieces. I love them both, but only one of them is a true princess. They both must be told.
You are the king, do what you want.
No. I gave my word of honor to my dear departed sister. I gave my word of honor. Haven't I told you that the most important thing to a peasant or a king is his honor? Is his honor. And the best you've got to give, for as long as you shall live, is your honor. Is your honor. If you promise to do something, you must do it. Though you might rue it, you must stick to it. And once you give your word, then you cannot erase it, cannot replace it. You must simply face it. That a promise is a promise. And the promise that you make is a promise you don't break. Yes, a promise is a promise. I keep my word, make no mistake.
Yes, a promise is a promise, and the promise that you make is a promise you don't break. Yes, a promise is a promise. To keep your word is no mistake.
Child! In the middle of an important conversation with my advisor, you come here. I thought I told you many times, and don't come here.
Well, Henrietta said...
Henrietta said what?
Nothing, Uncle.
You know you're not supposed to interrupt. You promised. I was just giving my advisors a lesson. I think you need a lesson, too. Haven't I told you that a promise is a promise?
Yes, sir.
And don't I scold you when you forget?
Yes, sir.
Then you're not listening or paying attention, for it seems you haven't learned the lesson yet.
That a promise is a promise, and the promise that you make is a promise you don't break. Yes, a promise is a promise. To keep your word is no mistake.
If you promise to do something,
you must do it.
Though you might rue it, you must stick to it. And once you give your word of honor,
don't erase it, do not replace it. That would just disgrace it. For a promise is a promise, and the promise that you make is a promise you don't break. keep your word is no mistake.
Promise?
Promise.
Well, now, child, what's so important? Go on, speak up.
It wasn't anything, Uncle.
Do you think Henrietta would have come in like that?
No, Uncle.
Oh, you're so sweet. Don't try and act a little bit more like a princess, just in case it is you.
All right, Uncle. I'll try.
I couldn't tell her. I couldn't break her heart. I know who he'll choose.
Hey, Henrietta! Come on. I know you're in there. I couldn't find out what's going on.
Shh, don't answer. Maybe she'll think we're not here. Good, she's gone. These eligible bachelors. Oh, look at him. The Duke of Bowls. Look at those ears.
Ugh, they stick out.
Stick out. He's ugly enough for Zora.
It's me. Remember?
Who asked you?
Guess nobody.
You're always horning in. Why don't you just get your own friends?
Let her stay.
Well, I suppose it's all right.
Henrietta, why did you tell me it was okay when it wasn't?
I said you could stay. I didn't say you could talk.
But the flag and the trumpets. What's going on?
Come on, Dulcie, where were we? Look at him.
Come on, let me see.
Prince of Friedley.
Oh,
Look at him. He'd love me.
he is so handsome. His eyes. Wait. It says a wicked witch cast a spell on him. He hasn't been seen for a year.
Can I see?
Go play with your ball.
Uncle told me to try to act more like a princess.
He told you to act more like a princess? Well, I wouldn't bother if I were you.
How can I act like a princess? Could you help me?
Don't make me laugh.
But gee,
Grow up!
I am grown up. I'm 12 and a half.
Look, I don't have time for this right now. Besides, you talked. You're banished.
Come on, Henrietta.
I said leave. Bye.